Okay, let's talk about a financial system that is so powerful, so simple, it almost feels like cheating. Seriously, it's completely automatic, it takes basically zero willpower, and it's designed to make you win from the very beginning. But first, why do we even need to talk about this? Well, because a jaw-dropping 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And here's the kicker. It's often not about how much money they make. Nope, it's about the system they're using. A system that is just fundamentally broken. So why is it so incredibly hard for so many of us to save money? Look, the answer is not that you lack discipline or that you're bad with money. The real problem is that the way most of us were taught to handle our finances is pretty much designed to fail. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to expose the huge trap that keeps people stuck. Then we'll completely flip the formula on its head, build a brand new automatic system to replace it, and then, oh yeah, we'll see the $1,000,000 difference it can make. All right, let's dive into part one, the backwards budgeting trap. We're going to break down the method most of us use without even thinking about it, and you'll see exactly why it is engineered to leave you with nothing. This formula right here should look pretty familiar. Your paycheck comes in, you pay your rent, your bills, you buy groceries, you go out, and then you cross your fingers and hope there's something left to save. The massive glaring problem, there's almost never anything left. And here is exactly why it fails so often. This old system puts you in a constant battle with yourself. It requires you to have endless willpower and discipline. But those things are like a muscle. They get tired. They are guaranteed to run out. You're basically trying to swim upstream against your own human nature. So what do? We are not going to try harder. We're not going to beat ourselves up. We are going to change the rules of the game completely. It's time to flip the formula. And here it is. This is the simple, beautiful little shift that changes everything. We stop trying to save what's left after we spend. Instead, we spend what's left after we save. You pay yourself first. Your savings just became the most important bill you have, and you pay it the second your money hits the bank. Now, why does this little trick work so unbelievably well? Well, it's because it hacks a psychological principle called Parkinson's law. It basically says that your spending will magically expand to use up whatever money you have available. So by automatically moving your savings out of sight, you're tricking your brain into thinking you have less money to work with. And you know what? You'll naturally adjust your spending to fit. This right here is the secret sauce. You make one single good decision, just one, to set this system up, and it works for you on autopilot forever. You completely eliminate the mental drain of making 1,000 tiny spending decisions every day. You kill decision fatigue. That is the entire game. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. Section 3 is all about building your very own automatic wealth system. And you want to know the best part? This is going to take you like maybe 30 minutes to set up, one time, and then it just works for you for the rest of your life. Seriously, the setup boils down to 3 dead simple steps. First, you just decide on a percentage of your income to save. Second, you set up an automatic transfer for that amount for every payday. And third, you just live on what's left. That's it. You're done. You've just designed a whole new financial reality for yourself, and you never have to think about it again. So, what percentage do you pick? Well, 15% is a fantastic starting point to build some serious wealth over the long haul. 20%, that's really the gold standard if you're aiming for financial independence. And if you're feeling ambitious and want to get there way faster, pushing for 30% or more will dramatically shrink that timeline. Just start somewhere. The most important thing is just to start. So where does that automatically saved money go? Okay, the order here is really important. First things first, you grab any free money on the table, like a 401k match from your employer. It's 100% return. Then you go to war with any high-interest debt, think credit cards, because paying that off is a guaranteed return. After that, you build a small safety net, then start pouring money into tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA and your 401k. And now for the most powerful, most mind-blowing part of this whole idea, the $1,000,000 difference. This is where you see the absolutely life-changing impact of just choosing a better system. Let's run a little thought experiment. Imagine 2 people. They both make the exact same $60,000 income for 30 years. Person A uses that old, backwards hope and pray system. Person B spends 30 minutes setting up the pay-yourself-first system we just talked about. That is the only difference between them. After 30 years, the result is, well, it's not even close. It's staggering. Person A, using the old method, ends up with a respectable $452,000. Not bad. But person B, who simply automated the process, they have over $2.2 million. Same person, same income, a completely different universe of wealth. Let that sink in. That is a difference of $1.8 million. And this didn't come from getting a huge raise or picking a lucky stock or living like a monk. No, this is the pure, cold, hard mathematical result of a better system just doing its thing, silently, in the background, for 3 decades. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The system you choose is what determines your outcome, way more than your day-to-day willpower ever could. It's not about motivation. It's about designing a system where winning becomes the default outcome. It's just math. So, everything we've talked about really comes down to this one question. That choice to spend 30 minutes, just once, to set this up, it isn't some small financial tweak. It's a profound, life-altering gift you give to the person you're going to be in the future. So, what system will you choose for them?